Hi, hello everyone, welcome to today's video's blog. In today's video blog I am going to show you 5 breathing exercises that I think is very good for you to have in your toolbox. We all need some breathing exercises that we can use on a regular basis or when we really need it. Now, as you know, breathing is absolutely vital for a healthy life, because if you think about it, no breath, no life. Your first breath marks the beginning of your life, and your last breath marks the end of your life. Now, if you really, just think about that for a moment, and then you realize that your breathing is the single most important thing for you, and it is how you breathe that influences your entire being. Okay, because the breath you breathe renews your cells. It is a life force. It's a chi in your body. It is you. So the more efficient you're breathing and the more you are aware of your breathing, the healthier and more relaxed and in control you will be. So we're going to look at 5 different breathing exercises. And the first one we're going to look at is called the box breathing technique, which is on a count of 4. So you inhale for 4 seconds through the nose, you hold for 4 seconds, you exhale through the mouth for 4 seconds, and then you hold again for 4 seconds. Now this box breathing is very good for when you're feeling stressed. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system, it helps the rest and digest system, it really makes you calm down. So this is a very good breathing exercise that you can do when you're feeling under a lot of pressure or just very stressed and you feel you need to calm down. So let's do that. So go sit nice and tall or stand nice and tall, don't slouch because the lungs need to move, the belly needs to move. Okay, no forward head posture, just nice and tall, relax the shoulders. Okay, so you're going to inhale through the nose for 4. Four, hold, exhale through the mouth for 4, hold, inhale through the nose for 4, hold for 4, exhale through the mouth for 4, hold for 4. Okay, so let's keep going with that. Inhale and exhale. Inhale for 4. Can you feel how your body starts just to relax, just calm down and relax? That's so beautiful. So just to show you how just for your breath alone, you can calm down. Okay, that is why when we meditate, we really focus on the breath, because it's a breath that brings you into contact with your higher self as well. When you really that state of complete relaxation. So the next breathing technique we're going to look at is called 4-7-8. And the 4-7-8 is basically the same thing. It's also another great breathing exercise. Maybe when you're stuck in a traffic jam and you need to relax, you can do this breathing exercise to help you relax, or maybe in an exam or just when you feel you need it. So it's inhale through the nose for 4. So with this exercise, it's important to put the tongue on the roof of your mouth behind your teeth, okay? You're gonna inhale, you're gonna inhale for 4, you're gonna hold for 7, then you're gonna exhale through your mouth for 8. And then inhale for 4, hold for 7, and then exhale through your mouth for 8, okay? So let's try that one. So inhale for 4, hold, exhale through the mouth, tongue on the roof of the mouth for 8. Good stuff. Inhale for 4, hold 7, exhale for 8. Let's keep going. Keep the shoulders relaxed. One more. Oh, isn't that lovely? So just remember always to keep the shoulders relaxed with any breathing exercise you do. Always a nice tall spine. Try not to slouch, try not to move the upper body around, but just be relaxed, just be relaxed. Because sometimes when people breathe, they'll go, they move the whole body when they breathe, and that really activates a stress response in the body. You do not want that at all. So if you think about that, through your breath alone, you can relax your body, you can energize your body, and you can increase the uptake of nutrients to every single cell in your body just through your breath alone. So the next breathing technique we're looking at is called the Buteyko breathing technique. Now this is a breathing technique for optimal health. Okay, so the Buteyko breathing technique was designed by a Russian physician who really wanted to look into how you can optimize your health through breath work alone. So this works on the basis that if you only do nasal breathing and no mouth breathing at all, you can really increase the efficiency of your body's uptake of oxygen. But it balances out, so it works on the concept that if you don't have enough carbon dioxide in your lungs, that's not good for your health. So by breathing just the nasal breathing, we balance out the oxygen vs the carbon dioxide levels, but also look at the nitric oxide levels in the blood. That's extremely important for your health. Why is that? Because if you haven't got enough carbon dioxide in your lungs, that can really restrict your blood vessels flow. If your blood vessels restrict, that cause some tension in there. So that's why it's important to have a good balance of oxygen with carbon dioxide. And then also why this is called the optimal health breathing exercise is because with nitric oxide, if you've got the adequate amount of that in your blood, then your health is optimal, because nitric oxide kills all viruses and bacteria. So there's different ways of improving this breathing technique. Well, we're going to look at specifically one which is called a controlled breath technique. Now, how that works is just nice, relaxed breathing. Make sure when you do this exercise that you're completely relaxed, because we want to make sure that your oxygen via these carbon dioxide levels are normal for you at this moment. You don't want to exercise before this or rush around before this, because this is a test basically that will show you where your levels are. So sit again nice and tall. You're going to breathe in and out through your nose, nice relaxed breathing. And then on the exhalation, you're going to, not a forced exhalation, just a normal exhalation, you're going to hold your nose and you're going to hold your breath for as long as you can until the slightest sign that you need to breathe again. Okay, because we don't want to force this. That relaxed breath hold, that is your controlled breath technique time. Okay, so let's do that. We're going to do a couple of normal nasal breaths. So you want to time how long you hold your breath for. Okay, so nice controlled breathing, belly breathing. On the next exhalation, at the end of exhalation, you're going to hold your breath. Okay, I have to breathe now. So that was how many steps? That was about 20 seconds there. So my controlled breathing technique, the exercise, I can hold it for 20 seconds. Now, what does that time mean? So you want to be above 15 seconds. 15 seconds and up is good. That's where you aim to be. So you're healthy when you're 50 seconds and over your breath hold. That means you've got good levels of oxygen, there's carbon dioxide and nitric oxide in your blood. If you can hold it for longer than 15 seconds, that even increase your health. So you're super boosting your immune system. So if you can hold it up to a minute, this is not a force hold. Remember, this is the slightest inkling that you need to breathe again. You breathe again. So this is really important that it's a relaxed hold after an exhalation. So you want to be above 15 seconds, okay? Below 15 seconds, you need to worry about it and really practice this. So this is something you can check every day. It just takes a few seconds. And so by doing the other breathing exercises, I've also found that increases this time. So when you're doing your breathing exercises, especially the box breathing, that's all nasal breathing, goes in through the nose and hold and out through the mouth, but it really works on even increasing this breathing exercise. Okay, so the next one breathing exercise we're going to look at is really to stimulate the sympathetic nervous system. So this is to wake you up and to get you going when you feel you need to do that. So this is not to do when you're feeling stressed or under pressure. You want to do this like when you're feeling lethargic and a bit sleepy, but you really need to be awake now. You need to be sharp. Then you do this exercise. This is called the piston breathing exercise. This is all breathing in and out through the nose. It is short, sharp breaths, really get the autonomic nervous system going. With this one, you want to make sure you've blown your nose, because otherwise it might get pretty messy. So you really want to breathe in and out through your nose. If you can't for whatever reason, maybe you've got sinus problems, then in and out through a straw. Okay, like, okay. So this is forced, fast breathing. So you're going to inhale into the belly and the chest. So it's first into the belly, And then you're going to put, using your stomach muscles. Okay. Oh, so you need to do this. So you do 10 of these, and then you rest for 10 seconds. Do 10, rest for 10 seconds. So you can work up until you can do maybe 100. That would be brilliant. There's also a very good one to get the digestive system going. So, but don't do this on a full belly. Okay. So the tongue on the roof of your mouth behind your teeth. Something you need to be careful of when doing this exercise is that you're not swinging forward and back. So nice and tall, be relaxed, relax shoulders, okay? So we're going to go for it. In through the nose, out through the nose, using the stomach muscles to push the air out, okay? So inhale. Good stuff, that was staying there. Woo! Can you feel? That's like an increased oxygen take up in your head, people. That's just fantastic. So rest for a couple of seconds, and then we do it again. Okay, let's go again. Inhale and sharp exhales. Excellent stuff. That really gets you going. Okay. So also good with this breathing exercise, there's another way of doing this. So I like to alternate between the two ways. Woo! But there's even all that oxygen now. So the other one is you're breathing in through your nose, into your belly. And then with one breath, you pulse out as many times as you can. And you see how you can increase the pulses per breath. So let's do that. So deep inhalation. Okay, so the idea is you don't inhale in between, you just pulse it out. So inhale. Okay, that's a great one to get the digestive system going and also to wake your system up. Okay. So the next one is called the decompressed breathing exercise. And this is a great exercise for when you're struggling with back pain. Woohoo! And breathing exercise for back pain. So this was designed by a physician called Eric Goodman. He was a chiropractic doctor, and he himself was struggling with really bad back pain, and he had to go for back surgery. And he didn't want to go for back surgery. He was way too young. He was still in his 20s when this happened. So he started looking into various natural ways that you can help with back pain. And so he developed this breathing exercise that basically decompresses the spine. Because as we all know, we're sitting all day, we're hunched over our phones, laptops, tables, whatever, slouching on the sofas, driving in the car, all those movements. And that really compresses the spine. So that is what causes a lot of the problems in the back, because if the spine is compressed, and none of those nutrients can get into the spine where it's needed, especially the lower back, okay? So this exercise, with all the big exercises, sit nice and tall. And the difference with this one is you're going to be breathing into your rib cage only. So if you imagine that your rib cage, sorry, I'm hiccups now. I've just had some water. If you imagine that your rib cage is like two balloons, and that you're inflating it, it's like expanding forward and back. So you go sideways. So you go sideways and forward and back, and as you exhale, you keep the floating here, almost like the balloons keep floating. So you keep the height, the length, and you exhale, pulling the belly in. Okay, so the idea is that you, if you think of it, you're lifting your spine. So as you inhale through the nose, tongue on the roof of your mouth, Try to keep the ribcage inflated as much as you can. Okay, excellent stuff. So with this breathing exercise, it's good to do this one throughout the day. Like if you're at a desk, stand up, do it a few times, like 10 breaths. If you're driving, maybe all day, when you stop, get out, stand nice and tall. So it's good to stand up actually when you're doing this one to really decompress the spine. Okay, so there's 5 breathing exercises that's really good for you to have in your toolbox for whenever you need it. So 5 breathing exercises there for you. If you've got any questions about any of them, send me a message. You can send me a message down below. You can go to my website, www.movementthatmatters.com. And also I am available for private sessions as a holistic health coach and an exercise coach. Wherever you are at the moment, that is where I meet you. Whatever your health goals are or your fitness goals are,